Gaza, a place synonymous with conflict, a place where hope often feels lost. But something extraordinary is happening in this troubled land. A spark of hope has ignited, transforming the lives of over 200 men. It began with a dream of Jesus. Many dismissed it as mere fantasy. Others felt a flicker of something more, something real, something powerful. This dream, shared by so many, became a catalyst for change. It awakened a longing for something different, something better, a yearning for peace and purpose. These men, hardened by years of hardship and conflict, found themselves drawn to this message of hope. They gathered, sharing their stories, their fears, and their newfound dreams. A sense of brotherhood emerged, binding them together in their shared experience. This wasn't just a fleeting moment of inspiration. This was a profound awakening, a transformation that touched their souls and ignited a fire within. These men, once lost in despair, now walked with purpose, their hearts ablaze with newfound hope. The impact of this awakening was undeniable. Whispers of change spread through the community. People spoke of a newfound calmness in the eyes of these men, a gentleness that replaced the hardened edges of their past. Skepticism remained, of course. Years of conflict had sown seeds of doubt, but the evidence was undeniable. The men, once consumed by anger and despair, now radiated peace and purpose. They spoke of forgiveness, of compassion, of a love that transcended the pain of their past. Their actions spoke louder than words. They reached out to their families, mending broken relationships. They sought reconciliation with those they had wronged. They embraced their community, offering support and kindness wherever they could. This transformation wasn't about religious conversion. It was about a fundamental shift in perspective, a recognition of their shared humanity, a realization that love, forgiveness, and compassion held the power to heal their wounded land. Mohammed, a fisherman by trade, had known only hardship. The sea, once his livelihood, had become a symbol of his struggle. Dwindling catches mirrored the dwindling hope in his heart. The dream of Jesus shook him to his core. It offered a glimmer of light in the darkness that had enveloped his life. He felt a connection, a sense of belonging he had never known before. He joined the gatherings, drawn by the stories of transformation. He listened intently, his heart heavy with the weight of his past. He saw in these men a reflection of his own pain, but also a glimpse of a different path. Mohammed embraced this new path with unwavering conviction. He sought forgiveness from his estranged family, rebuilding bridges that had long been broken. He extended a hand of friendship to those he had once considered enemies. The transformation in Mohammed was profound. His eyes, once hollow with despair, now sparkled with newfound hope. Ahmed, a young man scarred by the violence he had witnessed, carried a burden of anger and resentment. He had seen too much death, too much suffering. The world, in his eyes, was a cruel and unforgiving place. The dream of Jesus pierced through his hardened shell. It whispered of a different reality, a reality where love could triumph over hate, where forgiveness could heal the deepest wounds. He joined the gatherings, initially with cynicism and doubt, but the stories he heard, the genuine compassion he witnessed, chipped away at his defenses. He saw in these men a strength that did not come from violence, but from a profound inner peace. Ahmed began to let go of his anger. He embraced the idea of forgiveness, not as weakness, but as an act of courage. The transformation in Ahmed was a testament to the power of hope. He found peace amidst the storm, a beacon of light in a world shrouded in darkness. Omar, a man haunted by the mistakes of his past, carried the weight of guilt and shame. He had made choices he regretted, choices that had caused pain to those he loved. The dream of Jesus offered him a chance at redemption. It spoke of a love that could forgive even the most grievous sins, a love that could offer a second chance. He hesitated at first, afraid to believe that forgiveness was possible, but the stories of transformation he heard gave him a glimmer of hope. He saw in these men a reflection of his own brokenness, but also a path toward healing. Omar took a leap of faith. He confessed his wrongdoings, seeking forgiveness from those he had hurt. He dedicated himself to making amends, to righting the wrongs of his past. The transformation in Omar was a powerful testament to the redemptive power of grace. He found peace and forgiveness, a freedom that released him from the shackles of his past. The impact of these individual transformations rippled outward, touching the lives of families and communities. Wives witnessed a newfound tenderness in their husbands. Children felt a warmth they had never known before. A spirit of unity began to emerge, bridging divides that had long separated people. The men, once hardened by conflict, became agents of reconciliation, weaving threads of hope and compassion into the fabric of their community. The transformation wasn't limited to personal relationships. It extended to the very heart of the community. The men, inspired by their newfound sense of purpose, initiated projects aimed at improving their surroundings. They organized cleanup drives, transforming neglected spaces into vibrant community gardens. They established support groups, offering a safe haven for those struggling with the weight of their past. They became beacons of hope, radiating a light that illuminated the path toward a brighter future. These acts of kindness, small yet profound, became contagious. They inspired others to act, to contribute to the collective good. The spirit of generosity spread, fostering a sense of shared responsibility for the well-being of the community. Women, witnessing the transformation in their husbands, stepped forward to offer their skills and talents. They organized workshops, teaching women how to create sustainable livelihoods. They established community kitchens, providing nutritious meals for those in need. Children, inspired by the example set by their fathers, embraced the spirit of service. They volunteered at local schools, assisting younger children with their studies. They organized fundraising events, collecting donations for families struggling to make ends meet. The community, once fractured and fragmented, began to heal. The dream of Jesus had planted a seed of hope, and that seed, nurtured by acts of kindness and compassion, blossomed into a vibrant garden of unity and love. The impact of this transformation extended far beyond the borders of Gaza. News of this extraordinary awakening spread, carried by the winds of hope to a world hungry for good news. People from all walks of life, inspired by the stories of transformation, reached out in support. They donated resources, offering financial assistance to sustain the community initiatives. They shared their expertise, providing guidance and mentorship to those working to rebuild their lives. The world watched in awe as a community, once synonymous with conflict and despair, transformed into a beacon of hope and resilience. The power of the human spirit, ignited by a dream of peace and love, had triumphed over adversity. This wasn't just a story about Gaza. It was a testament to the transformative power of belief, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can blossom and love can prevail. The men of Gaza, once bound by the chains of their past, now walk freely, their hearts filled with purpose. They are builders of a new future, a future forged in unity, compassion, and love. They understand that the path ahead will not be without its challenges. The scars of conflict run deep, but they are determined to break the cycle of violence, to create a legacy of peace for their children and grandchildren. They are committed to nurturing the seeds of hope that have been planted. They are dedicated to fostering a spirit of unity that transcends the boundaries of religion and ethnicity. They are the architects of a new Gaza, a Gaza where peace prevails and love conquers all. The story of Gaza's awakening is a testament to the power of belief. It is a reminder that even in the most challenging of circumstances, a single dream can ignite a flame of hope that can transform individuals, communities, and even the world. It is a call to action for each of us to embrace the power of belief in our own lives, to believe in the possibility of a better tomorrow, to believe in the power of love to heal wounds and bridge divides, to believe in our shared humanity, a humanity capable of extraordinary acts of kindness and compassion. Let the story of Gaza's awakening inspire us to believe in the power of dreams to transform our world. Let it remind us that even in the darkest of times, hope can blossom and love can prevail.